On 1st and 10, Cunningham. It's caught by Sanders. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Off play action, it's Cunningham. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On the draw, here's Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He may try and run for this. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cunningham. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 13 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. They go play action now. Jackson. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a carry for Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Gates with a grab.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st down, Dickerson. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushed him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Switch.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll make it 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Wide, get wide.
And Jackson throwing once more. Steps away to his left. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as they are now on the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but now it's 3rd down. Cunningham to throw. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hester. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Packers get set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Another run here with Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back now in Baltimore. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. On first down, it's Cunningham. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Right back to Sanders on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down, it's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed it, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jackson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Catch is made by Metcalf. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game.
Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is finally over. It's time to play ball. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium. Here are Brandon.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Vick operating on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Vick on the move to his left. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready. 58, Mike. Go. Team pretty quiet. Hey.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Oh, got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randy Moss, 45 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling the fact that the ball got turned over.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll run on first down. Dickerson, refusing to go down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background.
That's caught. It's Gronkowski for a Charger touchdown. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. 7-7, our score after 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Michael Vick. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that,
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randy Moss with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball?
And it's intercepted. And a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on second down. Vick. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Third and short yardage. Vick. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go play action now. Jackson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Play action. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Six-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jackson. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On first down, Dickerson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. On the stop was Aaron Donald. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing, Vick. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On the return, Hester. He can't get him down. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Come on.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
It's just me and you.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The tackle by Brian Dawkins. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught by Randy Moss. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Watch the whip.
Throwing now is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Michael Vick in the offense. Down by 10. A little over a minute and a half remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Vick to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a give right side. Dickerson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about right have finished to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
To throw, Vic. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Vic to throw it. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM work.